since we're on the topic of urination, I'll just tell another story about urination. This happened maybe 3 years before the bus incident. I shared a locker with who didn't clean himself too well.
Yeah, so this is secondary one. This was right before we were leaving for the road. Buses were late, so a lot of us were stuck in classroom. And there was this kid, his name was Poots. Poots meaning like, Poots means like smell. Anyway, so we were in class and we were waiting for the buses, so a lot of us were just standing around, like half the class wasn't in the classroom. And my good friend Anthony Lacoste is there. And so I see Anthony, I'm like, hey Anthony, what's going on and everything, and, you know, so we start talking and everything. And then Poots leaves the classroom. Now I tell Anthony, I'm like, you know what would be funny? And Anthony's like, what? Because, you know, Anthony with his urination fucking stories. I tell him, I'm like, you know what would be funny? He's like, what? I'm like, what if you take a piss in his desk? And he's like, well, that's a fantastic idea.
I was dared by Lenny. Lenny dared me $20 to piss in desk.
And I'm like, Anthony, well, if you do it, you're a star. Now he might say that I offered him $20. There's no such thing. Anthony DaCosta does not need more incentive than you're a star if you piss in his desk to clean a desk.
And it wasn't just a simple piss in his desk. His desk was empty, so we had to go in the locker and get his books and put it into the desk. Put his books in the desk and then take a piss. And I said, fine, we did that.
Now the thing is that for some fucking reason, there's earth in this kid's desk. So Anthony's taking a piss, before I even tell him the deal, he's already taking a piss inside the desk.
No one's looking. I whipped it out and I took a piss in his desk. And that's when we discovered there was dirt in the desk because there was like a sort of mud dripping from underneath with the dirt and the piss.
And then there's mud that's leaking under the desk. And I'm like, why the fuck is there mud? And there's earth in his desk. Like, why is there earth in his desk?
Somebody threw dirt into his desk at the beginning of the year.
So, for some reason, Anthony says that as he was pissing, I went and called the teacher saying that he was pissing in Poots' desk. Which I don't really remember, but apparently it happened, but whatever. Anyways.
I never got that $20 from Lenny. He decided to change it and say, no, I said you were a star, not $20. And that's when I found out Lenny's a lying piece of shit.
And yeah. That's the story of Poots.